Bunce, you ready for a bit of trumpet blowing?
Go on, son. Blow my trumpet, Big Andy.
Well, as fans of the show will know, it's been quite a year for the Boxing Hour. Never a dull moment, and we're now up for an award at the 2009 Broadcast Digital Awards. We've been nominated in the Best Programme Launch section. Here's a reminder of why.
Wake up! Are you ready for this next round? Yeah! Shift over.
Hello, welcome back to the Bunce Boxing Hour, the only programme on TV that brings you weekly up-to-date news from the world of boxing. It's the show where all boxers want to be seen.
Hi, I'm David Gow. This is your boy Roy Jones Jr.
Watch the most passionate, most charismatic men in boxing.
I'm Bunce Boxing Hour.
Dave Hay, Vladimir Klitschko, the undisputed cruiserweight champion versus the undisputed heavyweight champion. It has to happen.
This guy's nuts. I just want to tell you. I mean, he's probably a nice guy, but he's so excited about his career and moving on in the heavyweight division.
No. I'm the main man. The last time an undisputed champion went up to heavyweight, what did he do? He won the title, Evander Holyfield. I'm bigger than Evander Holyfield.
Really?
Yeah.
My girlfriend, she's 10 years my junior, but different from her and David, she likes it when I spank her ass.
David Hay is cool and calm, but how calculated is the haymaker?
There you go. I'm gonna get my ass spanked.
David Hay just got to pick his punches now. And there he goes with a left hook and then a right, and he's down again, Barrett. And this time I can't see him getting back up again.
You could just sense Barrett running out of ideas. He could just see he was way out of his comfort zone because you weren't doing what I think he expected you to do.
Welcome to heavyweight boxing, David Hay.
Him and his brother are the two best fighters in the world at heavyweight, no doubt about it. That's why I want to fight these guys.
I'm willing to fight the best. A lot of people said you ain't got a chance to beat Mormet, you ain't got a chance to beat Mascarelli, so these are the guys I went after. Now everyone's saying you ain't got a chance of beating Vitali, so that's the guy. A lot of people say go after Vladimir because he's been knocked out a few times. Apparently he's a bit chinny.
He used to say that like you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Vitali and Vladimir were spinning a coin between the two of them as to who was going to fight David. Vitali wanted to do it. I think they view David as a threat.
David sat here and told us they consider David, the Klitschko brothers, a doddle. An absolute doddle, and I think they're miscalculating things.
So watch the Steve Bunce show, because that's where you're going to get all the information of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Steve, keep on keeping on.
How do you now stay relaxed for 2 years of beating guys that you can only lose to if you make a big mistake? No, because it's harder now. I've got to be honest with you. I think the first 2 years as a pro are harder than the years 3 and 4, because you've got to fight more often against guys who are teak tough.
They're in there. A majority of them are in there to survive, isn't they? But as I say, I'm just gonna get in there, win, and I'm gonna look good doing it.
I guarantee you, he'll fail. I guarantee you.
Not because of his talent, but because of they can rob his hunger.
It robs your hunger.
The Bunce factor. So last week on this show, Chris Eubank said that James DeGale would never make it as a pro. Chris Eubank was not talking about James DeGale, the boxer. Okay, he was not talking about his talent. He was talking about the dangers that exist for any young sportsman.
He will never beat me. He couldn't beat me. I'll beat him.
No, he's got his
Olympic gold medal.
He sat here and told me the same thing.
He would trade that in any day of the week, Buncey, for a victory over me, which he will never get. And I think that's going to bug him for the rest of his boxing career.
Steve Bunce, what happened? Did you go into Oliver's gym for some sparring and people put 1-on-1 and came up with 4?
I started the rumour, and obviously it's worked. I should be working for TV. I should have your job, publicising fights. I started the rumour.
The way I'm feeling, I'd like to fight them both on the same night. You do the whole thing.
Easy now, Alex, easy. It's that simple. You're going to have to do it that way.
Yeah, one or the other, and that'll go on the same show if I win the purse bids or I do a deal with Amir.
On that 28th?
No, Amir's not on the 28th. Amir's date we're announcing next Saturday. Pay attention.
I'm paying attention. I'm just trying to catch you out a little bit.
You better get up early to catch me out, son.
Funny enough, I was up earlier today, but not that early.
Looks it.
It's a great piece of matchmaking by Frank Warren, and that's what promoters do. Trying to get to the bottom of this whole Pac-Man Pacquiao Hatton fiasco. That's what it is. It's a fiasco.
The only thing left for me to achieve in my career is to try and become the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
There's probably been about 70 or 50, but 75, 80 emails saying the same thing. We knew you wouldn't let us down. The fight is on. It is going to happen. Kilt on an Arsenal jacket. That's how I fight the guy. I wanted to get married like that.
Arsenal was the team. And my nan's watching at home and she fancied you. And my granddad's upset when you get home.
And remember, this show wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your input. Email me at views@setanta.com and I'll read them out on the show. I tell you what, normal TV shows, normal broadcasters would not be able to cram in to 1 hour what we're about to do, but we are not normal.
What up, Joe? Already know you 45 and no. Already know you got a flawless record, and that's why this fight's so expected. If I'ma fight the best. Yeah, what up, Joe?
I think he's saying, well, hold on a minute, I'm fighting a living, walking, talking, breathing legend. That's Roy Jones. Let's worry about this 12 rounds first.
This defining fight in what has been a majestic career.
What do you think his legacy will be after this? That, for me, as far as concerned, that's a smack in the face. Because let's be honest, he should have been already at this height of success from a Lacey onwards.
My hands are both fine, and I'm looking forward to, like I said, fighting at the Garden and leave my mark there. You know, I'm putting a great show. You know, go out with a bang, and that's what you would do.
It's just a great thing, and then you get a fighter as good as Joe to come out and challenge you and say, I want to fight the best. That means a lot right there.
Maybe we'll see them again, but tonight we have seen Joe Calzaghe in his absolute destructive best.
The man's gone. I want him to be happy with his kids, with his new girlfriend, if she's going to become his wife. I want him to be a happy boy. He's made his mum happy, and he's made people happy. And in many ways, Andy, he's got nothing to prove. All he's got, as Richard Schaefer alluded to it, is he's got something to earn. Now, this is the key. Money can drag you out of retirement.
An hour with Bunce is like 15 rounds with Joe Frazier. We are out of time. We'll see you same time, same place next week. Until then, bye-bye. It's tiring just watching what we've crammed into the last year. But a word of caution for old Bunce. Don't start writing the acceptance speech yet, because we're up against this lot. The makers of Jade Goody's Wedding, the very talented Paris Hilton, Miranda Cosgrove. I don't know if you know who she is, Steve.
Not a clue, son.
She is apparently iCarly on Nickelodeon. I'm sure my little girl will watch that in the future. And Jeff Randall, who doesn't even make our shortlist.
So Jeff Randall, who's got one of the best shows on Sky, and there's also a programme from BBC Three. Jade Goody from Living, a little bit of sentimental vote there. Paris Hilton from ITV3, and Nickelodeon, the biggest children's channel in the world. And there we are in the corner, Andy. Me and you in the world of boxing. It just shows you the impact we've had. You know, even if we don't win on the night, we get to dress up in a bow tie and sit down and listen to acceptance speeches.
Indeed.
I'll be gutted if I lose to about 3 of those other 5. There's only 2 I want to lose to there.
Go on, you may as well tell me.
No, you're joking. No, I'll get plenty of stick. We'll talk about it close. Drag it out. It's June 18, you dummy. We can get 5 weeks out of this.
We've done our bit.
There's plenty more. Anyway, I've got to tell you something. I think a lot of this possibly has got to do with the viewers and the fact that we've just got this cult following, which I experienced last week on every single flight I took. And when I got to Las Vegas, having been in Vegas 52 times, suddenly, having done a year of this show, it was incredible. Richie Woodall was absolutely stunned. He was my cameraman the whole time. It was amazing. So I know this show's having some effect, man.
Stop talking now, otherwise we'll lose that following, because we need to take a break.